Hi, it's me again. Um, how you doing? Anyway, I wanted to talk about this meditation I've been doing. I feel like it's a really important part of my life now. This meditation. It's from the book Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza, and he's Doctor Joe Dispenza because he was a chiropractor, or I think he still is, but anyway. So becoming supernatural, uh, it has a meditation in there that's explained in there. One of the more, I think, advanced meditations, or it's just towards the end of the book. It's called Space Time and Time Space. So that meditation. Oh, by the way, you buy the meditation. So there's a few chapters in here, and some of the chapters are like what it explains. There's a meditation to go along with it, and you can buy it online. So it might be around $25 or something like that, depending on if there's discounts. But the time space, I guess I'll talk about that for a minute. So you go from, of course, you're guided. You do a bit of breath work in there as well, which is what I like about it, of course, because it's in line with the goals that I have at the moment. So the breath work practice, and it involves after you do the breath work, you're focusing on the blackness. So you're closing your eyes, of course, and you're focusing on the blackness. Um, Before he says, "Now I want you to go into being nobody, no one, nowhere, and nothing." He wants you to just um, perceive yourself as pure consciousness. Um, so in a way that mirrors what the void, or the infinite void that is beyond this experience that we're having here. That's called space and time. So he takes you from being space time, which is what you get when you've got five senses. You know what I mean? The five sense experience. Um, and then you're going inward to the point where you're ignoring your outer experience, your outer reality that you think you're having, and you're going into exist as just pure awareness, and that yes. So what I'm saying, that mirrors what our true state, our true source of ourselves. So when you go down to like the before everything that we are, that's what we are, is just pure awareness, consciousness, and that consciousness, um, even though we are a unique individual within that field of consciousness, um, that has no manifestation. So it's just pre existence. It's so it could be seen as nothing basically, but it is something. It's potential. It's possibility. It's infinite. It's awareness. It's also love. So it's yeah, people call that the infinite love. You know what I mean? And so this love, or this infinite awareness, um, is actually what we are, and it's united. So he calls it also. He talks about it being the unified field. So the unified field, meaning we're united. We're all one. Nobody is above anyone. We're all one stream of consciousness. But that stream is actually, I guess, I don't mean to say it's fragmented, but some people explain it as we're having our own experience, right, within the infinite whole, within the whole. Um, but we're like tentacles that. So that's what Isabella Green in her book. Oh yeah, I'll just grab it here for a sec. Um, so here's two of her books, but I might have talked about in the previous video. So that's her first one. That's her second one. and she's got a third one out now. Um, and so she talks about us being kind of like tentacles within that hole. So the tentacle is part of the octopus, but um, you know what I mean. So yeah, so the tentacle is a tentacle, but it's part of the whole octopus, um, like the other tentacles are. So we're all part of the same infinite unity that we are. Yeah, and so in a way, what this meditation is about is just to for me to practice that. You can have out of body experiences that Isabella is talking about, and it uses breath work, which is what Joe Dispenza um, teaches in his book, Becoming Supernatural. He teaches you breath work that you can apply to Isabella's meditations. But to me, it just feels a lot more accessible to use his meditations. Um, the ones I'm doing, you can do his out of body experience one as well, which is it's actually in the middle of the night, um, called the pineal gland meditation, and that's like an out of body experience, like I just said, a bit like what Isabella is encouraging you to do, so that you can actually experience the void without any without any denial that that's what you're experiencing. The meditation, space time time space, gets you to imagine it, and sort of he guides your thought process to feel it like it's real, kind of, but it still feels like theory, or it's no, it is practice. You feel like it's applying what guys like David Icke are explaining about what we all are, right? In theory, and you get to sort of feel it in the meditation. You get a feel of it, but then you actually get to experience it more fully or completely in the out of body experience. But in the out of body experience, you might not quite get there on yet. So it takes time and progress. You might still find yourself not quite in the infinite void um, if you're having a few out of body experiences. Like it may take some time to get even some out of body experiences, but I did one of Joe Dispenza's out of body experiences, by the way. And yeah, I know I'm going a bit off topic, but I thought I'd talk about it. And that's one of the last chapters of his book, The Pineal Gland Meditation. And I bought that guided meditation as well. Um, but I believe I still had an experience within the limits of the matrix that encompasses the reincarnation trap, um, because I experienced things happening rather than it just being a void, which is actually beyond the matrix, beyond the astral, that astral travel. So you got astral travel, which sort of exists within the limits of the reincarnation cycle. But then, if you keep at it, apparently you'll get to a point where you will experience the void eventually when you keep at these meditations. Yeah. So even Isabella says if you experience things in your meditation, you're not in the void. You know what I mean? But then Joe Dispenza's meditation, um, that is not the out of body one. The one that I'm talking about now, space time time space. You're kind of you're guided in the meditation to take your thoughts there, kind of. You know, it's not quite as advanced level as doing the out of body experience, which would take time to um, get to the void, firsthand. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So that's where I feel like I'm at on my journey, is doing the space time time space meditation until I'm ready to probably go ahead and um, do his pineal gland meditation, which is the out of body guided meditation, which kind of mirrors what Isabella's talking about. Is you're waking up in the middle of the night, and you're having an out of body experience. Yeah, but for now I'm just doing the guided one. Yeah, I hope that kind of makes sense. But I might talk more about the mechanics of it, like why I feel that there's a need to do this in the first place. Maybe in the next video. All right, have a good one. It went long enough, 10 minutes. That's enough for now. Okay, see you later. Bye. And you're infinite. Yeah. No, no, no. I'm not trying to push it on you, but if you agree with me, that's for the ones who are probably, or if you don't agree with me, um, I was just gonna say you're infinite and you're yeah, we're all one, and yeah, okay, nice.